Hey everybody, Greg and Dan back for another Sunday drive. We are headed out right now, gonna give the S2K a little bit of a shakedown, a little midweek shakedown, and more importantly than that, we're on our way to check out a classic Mustang convertible. Hope you guys come along for the ride. We're on our way to check out a classic Mustang. I think it's like a 70. I'm not even sure what year this car is.
We don't even know. We're just going.
We're just going. Like, you got a cool car. We want to come see it, you know? Just right off the bat, what I love about this car is it's not the Mustang that you think when you think Mustang.
No.
When you say classic Mustang, you think either
65,
like
67,
right,
fastback.
Right.
It's not. So
this thing is like 70 convertible, maybe?
Yeah.
69, 71, I don't even know. We'll find out when we get there. And he was totally down. We were like, hey man, you got a classic Mustang, we want to come check it out. And he was like, yeah, when? And I was like, I don't know, like this week? And he's like, sure, I'm down. I was like, how about tomorrow? And he's like, all right, come see it. So we're out, any excuse to get out in the S2000 pretty much, and just rip a little bit and go check out a classic Stang. Nothing wrong with that. So we're here with Neil in his 71 Mustang convertible with a 5-liter in it, and we're going for a ride.
Yes, sir.
This car sounds great. It looks great.
Let's take it for a little ride.
And like I told you, my favorite part about this car is it's not your average classic Mustang.
No.
Like you don't get a lot of these, man.
Not so much in the convertible. And to be honest with you, most of the convertibles I come across in the 71 to 73 range are 73s.
Okay.
I don't see, not that there's not a lot of Mustang convertibles out there from 71, but to be honest with you, there's not a lot of them around here.
Right.
Yeah,
Because I thought this was a
iconic.
70.
No, 70 is still on the previous body style.
Right.
But the fenders, the rear quarters and the rear fenders are different, but the chassis is the same. Whereas this is a completely different body style. It's slightly wider. It's slightly wider and a little bit, just a little bit longer. So yeah, so this is lowered. This is lowered all the way around 1.5 inches. Suspension stock.
Now, was this motor in it when you bought the car?
Yeah, I bought a rolling chassis.
Okay.
It was drivable. It had a front seat. It had a front seat. It had a speedometer, and the brakes and engine and transmission were set up. So the rear that's in this car is my son. The rear that's in this car is out of a '79 Lincoln.
Okay.
This is 46. This is a good road.
There it goes. Yeah, she pulls, man. Woo. Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, it goes.
It goes good.
It goes nice. To be honest with you, what's a little bit of an effect is when you don't have a roof over your head,
Right.
it seems a little bit faster.
Right, for sure.
You know, when you're doing, when you're doing 75 miles an hour in a convertible, well, you know, Danny, right? You're doing 75 in a convertible, feels a little bit faster.
Yep.
9-inch Ford rear, Detroit locker, 9-inch Ford rear, 355 gear ratio. So it gets up and goes, but
Puts a smile on your face, right? I mean, I love convertibles. I like convertibles. I was telling you before, like when I was telling that I wanted the M4 convertible, right? And I always said to these guys, everybody should own a convertible at least once in their life.
That's a truism.
Listen,
that is definitely a truism.
whether it's a true convertible or a Jeep where you can take the top off,
Right.
Like
Something without a roof.
Something without a
T-tops,
roof.
target tops are
T-tops.
cool,
Target
but they're
tops are
not.
cool.
They're not a convertible.
Yeah, T-tops.
You know, T-tops are a cool thing, but like,
T-tops were a cool thing.
yeah, this thing is awesome. Why do you need a radio in this car?
I don't usually listen to it.
No, it's funny. Like we found with Dan's car that we don't drive with the radio on. We'd rather just hear the engine.
A lot. I do a lot. You know, and for me, I get in this thing and I'm out and I'm gone for the whole day, and it's my mind cleanser. I listen to the car. I'm running through 1,000 things in my head, and I'm just chilling out, cruising, catching a tan.
The stick in this thing is
stick.
awesome. The shifter is
It's a
awesome.
I got a 5-speed. It's a 5-speed Hurst shifter. It's a 5-speed T5 transmission. I had to put a Hurst shifter in it because the stock T5 shifter from Ford was crap. But yeah, I mean, with the hey, how's it going? With the rear in this car, it's a true posi, Detroit locker, true posi rear. So I mean, both wheels move at the same time. There's no limited slip. There's no, which is a little tough going around corners in this because it's so stiff. I have to be a little careful or else I'll jack out. But you know, it's still a fairly comfortable car.
It is comfortable.
You know, it's still, you know, it's still a passenger car. The suspension's not set up for racing. Like I said to you earlier, it's a 50-year-old car.
Right.
You know.
What's your favorite thing about the car? What do you like best?
Well, it's a laundry list, but I have to say it's a convertible.
Right. Just
Well,
top down.
honestly, my favorite thing about the car is obviously, you know, it's a Mustang. But number two, it's a convertible, top down, baby, topless.
It's a great
It's a
experience.
great experience. The top is very rarely is the top up on this car. I store it with the top down. I found this, and it was like, you know, like I told you about the whole thing with the Marty report, that, you know, the car was sold to a guy in North Carolina on my 5th birthday, I buy the car 35 years later from a dealer in North Carolina on my birthday. You know, it was like crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it just so happened
It was made for you.
It was made for me. I mean, not only did I find a car in the color that I was looking for, but I found a convertible Mustang with the Naka hood, and it had a 5-liter in it and a T5, which was my plan. Whatever I got, I was swapping out and putting a 5-liter in a 5-speed.
And it was already done.
And it was already done. And it was a rolling. And the guy's like, it's got a Ford 9-inch rear in it. He said, you know, at the time it was a single, you know, it's only single wheel. And I was like, no big deal. It's swapping out gears. It was literally like, you know, my wife was like, holy mackerel, this car was made for you. It was rated for you.
And listen, you've been driving the car for 15 years, right? So you know how to scoot it.
I do know,
right?
I do know its nuances.
You're well aware how to scoot this car around the corners.
Like anything, like any car, you got to learn what it can and can't do. You know, you listen to it, you listen to your car, you feel it. You know when you're pushing it, when you can push it, when you have to give it a little. You have to give it a little TLC.
Just rolling and like.
It's a nice little track, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Well, one of the great.
Yeah, this car's fun.
Yeah.
You know, without a doubt, this car's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really like second and third gear.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like your car, I like third and fourth.
Well, you had a 6-speed?
Yeah, it's a 6-speed. So, and listen.
That Mustang has so much more torque than this. It's unreal.
Yeah, it pulls.
It's
dude.
unbelievable how much torque that car has.
It pulls. So we just finished up with Neil and his 71 convertible Mustang with a 5-liter in it. What were your impressions of that car?
That car is unreal.
It's fun,
That car
right?
is unreal.
It's fun. It handled way better than I thought it was going to
For
handle.
a 50-year-old car, it handled unbelievably.
We said it's lowered an inch and a half,
Yeah.
right?
We'll throw
And
some
also,
specs.
you can tell the guy's on the car for since 07. The way he can drive that car.
Yes, he has
Like-
mastered that car.
Like, I don't think that I could get behind the wheel of that and drive that
rip
car
it the same way he does.
the
No.
way he ripped that car. I mean,
No.
that was awesome.
No.
That was a fun ride, dude.
Yeah.
That was a fun ride. And it moved. Our first classic American muscle car. And it was awesome. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And I hope you come back next time for another Sunday drive.
Peace.